Welcome to my fragrance world. Let's learn together and grow together. So hey guys, welcome to Marshall's Blends Fragrances. I am a hair person, but I've also grown to love fragrances, and I've always loved fragrances, I'll tell you, since I was little. And recently I started getting into it again, but this time more with the imagination and the interest of an adult slash child. So I want to learn as much as I can. I'm learning about fougères, I'm learning about woody and the different families of fragrances. I'm learning what blends I really love, and honestly, when it comes to the world of fragrances, the same as for me the world of hair, blending is essential, and finding that proper blend for the proper person is essential. And I realize that there are there's a plethora of fragrance houses and perfumers. So that means that in the world of fragrance, there's something called abundance. So this is a new channel. I'm doing it for the same reason I created the Marshall's Blends hair channel, simply because it's a forum or a space for me to talk about what I love. And I love fragrances again. And so let me get right into it, okay? I always have a blankie. So for my Marshall's Blends hair, I have another blanket, and for my fragrances, I shall be maybe using this, maybe not, because I'm thinking if I'm going to be spraying fragrances, this will hold a lot. But for the meantime, this is L'Oregon, okay? Guys, the 1 million. 1 million, they're good. So the original and the 1 million Privé, I love them. They're both woody, right, scents. One is what they would call an aromatic woody, and one is what they would call an oriental woody. But the smell is great. The projection is wonderful. The longevity is also really good. You can't go wrong with this. Now, let me tell you the story about 1 million. This is when it first came out. If you guys remember when 1 million, Paco Rabanne's 1 million first came out, it came out at the same time that Victor and Rolf's Spice Bomb came out. So I remember going to Macy's. This is Herald Square, 34th Street. I go to Macy's and I bought the bottle of the Spice Bomb simply because I decided I wanted to try fragrance, you know? And so I got it, and then a few weeks later, there was a Perfumania across the street. So I go there. Now the Spice Bomb was like $78, $80-something for the little bottle. And then the bigger bottle, this bottle is a small one. There's a bigger bottle, and I go to Perfumania. I was smelling different samples, and I smelled this, and it smelled just like the Spice Bomb, only better. I think it's because of the vanilla, but it smelled better. So I go and I purchased the bottle. It was $60 or less, like $50, $52, 50. I'm talking years ago. But I was just blown away by how much juice was in this bottle and how low the price was. But it was better than the Spice Bomb. And it actually lasts longer, and it projects better than Spice Bomb. Now, I haven't tried Spice Bomb ever since it first came out, but I have continuously purchased the 1 million. So if you're thinking about, if you like woody colognes, go for it. It's a very delicious cologne. It stays, it just stays, okay? Now, the Privé is also very amazing. This one, I will spray on the, I love how it smells. When it opens up for some reason very juicy. Almost like if you're like a really good juice or a good tea. And then it goes right into the heart. It smells delicious, but it keeps me feeling breezy, is what I would say. So the heart feels very breezy. But then you get into the, like what would be the oriental aromatic. So if you're thinking about getting the 1 million Privé, I would say get it. It smells wonderful. It really does stay. Now, The 1 million, the regular, the original, is also just wonderful. I know that some people do they test the spray. The atomizer is really good on both of them. The atomizer is good. It's pretty wide. The original never loses its allure, and it's like a wonderful, hey, come to my house, welcome. Okay, so those are my favorites. The other one that I'm really loving is Rasasi's Leather Oud. Rasasi's Leather Oud. So where do I get my fragrances? I go to FragranceNet, I go to Fragrance X, I go to Gifts, I go to Ulta, I go to Sephora, or I go to the actual places. Now recently I've been purchasing from Perfumology. I really like them for the niche fragrances. They're very good. Rasasi, I'm going to start also writing down the names of the people that I follow to be able to say where I got the idea for each one. But this one is so delicious. It's oud. I'm also very big into oud. I love oud. So these are two. So I just presented two of the woody fragrances that I think are some of the best woody fragrances. For me, these are the two best oud fragrances. Two best oud fragrances. So Rasasi's Leather Oud for me is absolutely wonderful. I feel like it is like Yves Saint Laurent's L'Homme Intense. It's what Yves Saint Laurent L'Homme Intense would like to be, because the Yves Saint Laurent L'Homme Intense is not intense. It's great, but it's not intense. This one gives the intensity that I believe they would want to have, and the longevity, you know, so it's really good. If you like Yves Saint Laurent L'Homme Intense, you will love this one. This one comes from OK Fine Fragrances. OK Fine Fragrances is a fragrance house. They make their own fragrances. They hand write their labels. And honestly, this is, for me, the best oud fragrance I've smelled. It's the best one because it really just smells like pure oud, you know? I'm meaning just oud, right? So it is a blend, but if you want just an oudy smell, this is the one to go for. Now there are other fragrances that are oud blends that are really good. Like I love Rasasi. So that would be it. This is my first video, guys. So you know, be patient with me. We'll grow together, and as I'm learning about specific things, I want to be able to talk about what are fougères. I want to talk about what makes a real chypre. You know, why is it called chypre? You know, there's specific reasons for it, and blends. And we'll talk, and we'll learn, and we'll grow together. Okay, so I did have created an introductory song. How would I conclude it? I can conclude it with my usual conclusion, which I use for my other channel, which is Marshall's Blends Hair, which is goodbye, my lovely Marshall blenders. I'll see you soon.